Hello, Harvey? Well, testing. Hi, Irexman Page. Do you guys hear me? Do you guys hear me? Well, it's been too long that I haven't done a stream on my channel. It's been 8 months since Halloween. So, hello everyone. How is everyone doing so far? The reason why I haven't done because I've been very busy. I was originally going to do a live stream with my Christmas haul, but people were spending time with their families, so I decided to do a normal video. So, if you're wondering what the Mac hauler is, it's the toe cap hauler from Correspondence, a factory custom. It's a Mac. I need to collect the Correspondent haulers they don't have. So let's talk. So just recently I got out of school on June 11th. So there's going to be a lot of videos in the summer, even transit videos. Well, speaking of transit videos, I pre-recorded and vlogged the Northwest Transportation Center, Rolling Meadows, and Elk Grove today. So 3 vlogs in one video will be coming out, and Hillside and Linden will be out this week or next week or pretty soon. And after summer break, I will be going to occupational prep program. And for everyone who hasn't finished school yet, good luck, and I hope your school year goes well, despite the remote learning and in-pandemic learning. So before we open up, let's just talk about the ones that I'll not be reviewing. I'll not be opening up Carson A. Dillon. I got them on eBay. Chase Lacelot. I think not sure what this one, but should I open this? Let me know in the comments. So, yes. Review. Well, we'll save that for soon, and got Xavier. Thanks to my family. And this guy will be a re-review for Memory Monday. This will for episode 3. And Metallic Dino Draftsky. My first ever card was a Dinoco McQueen or a Claude Scruggs back in 2006. Me too, Irex Rampage. Me too. And also, I got these from one of my family members. Looks very nice. They'll be for a review when I get the Green Line train. I do need the Green Line train. And this one is extremely rare. You cannot find it on Amazon or eBay. But happy to get it. You can only get from the CTA Gifts website. I am so sorry to hear that, SN Jordan Gaming. I feel very, very bad for you. And last but not least, it's the orange line. This is not my third Hudson Hornet Piston Cup McQueen. This is actually my second one. And also, I got this from my great aunt, the Bumper Safe Holland package. We are now opening it up. Just get a package. So do I. I hope you can get Hudson Hornet Piston Cup McQueen IREX Rampage. But we're not going to do opening yet. Let's just take a look at the ones loose. Which one should I show you guys first? Dusty. Well, let's take a look at Dusty. Sage will get to soon. There's Dusty. I got this from my therapist. He did found in the basement when he was just cleaning up. So happy to have a Dusty variation. Looks very, very nice. And this might be the Disney Store one. This is made in China. Well, I'm my Alien Cars fan. I'm glad. Very happy about it. Actually, mine is pretty good so far. Shawnee Ant, or aka Karsha. I did some vlogs this morning, but I took a bath before my stream or a shower, but I'm so happy I did during the stream. Now let's take a look at Sage. There's Sage. This is actually a factory because with the black rim variation. This variation of Sage is pretty rare, but happy to get him. And I do have a second one. I believe that Super Baddie 4 has that variation of Sage. Definitely one of my favorite Piston Cup racers. I do like Star Wars. It's pretty cool. Actually, number 7. He's Dane Cook from the Plains. Pretty cool plane. Sage is definitely my favorites because of the colors. Man, China. Now, what should we see next? I did see a question about the Star Wars thing. Now, we're not opening the cars yet. Guys, we are not opening cars. We are not opening the cars. Bessie, Bulldozer, Custom Car. Oh, the hauler. Look at the toe cap hauler. We'll get the Chewy will be next. There's a toe cap hauler Mac. I'm trying to be careful because I don't want this one to break. Bessie will be next. Donko Blue, 43. No date stamp. Happy to have this guy in my collection. It's actually a Mac. Number 4. And these haulers are pretty cheap than the ones that Talas had made, like the Bumper Safe hauler right there. I've heard about it, Henry Boy. It's pretty cool. I do need the Mac Apple hauler custom. Welcome, Liam, to the stream. Welcome, who has joined. And there's High Pitch Protector. It's a Hornet Piston Cup. Rusty Cornfield. And I do need the Thailand variation of Rusty. Put on the back. Yes, let's just take a look. An example like Winford. The Thailand variation of Winford. Hitch protector for a safe ride. Toe cap's a nice sponsor, but one of my least favorites is navy blue. Let's take a look at Chewy, and the original one is extremely rare, but I got this from China for $15, which is pretty great. I'm happy to have him. He's pretty meaner. He's a bulldog from El Matador. We'll get to Jay Kirby. Jay Kirby will be after Bessie. Pretty angry. There are the horns. I don't have Clovis Rider yet, but I do not have the real El Matador, sadly. But do you guys have Clovis Rider yet? And just to be off, before we get into Bessie and Jay Kirby, have you guys found the Nick Shift case yet with Clovis Rider, Rusty Cornfield, and Racing Red Francesco? Same at IREX Rampage. Pretty disappointed, but I'm hoping to find that case soon. Well, I hope you get the Brian Park Motors at eBay Drift King reviewer when you see him on eBay. Same here, IREX Rampage. Ever since April of 2021. Now let's take a look at Bessie. I'm very happy to have this piece of equipment in my collection. It's a really great equipment whenever there's road construction, like on I-290, aka me, I-294, I-190, I-90, I-94, I-88, and I-57. Whenever there's road construction, there's the dirt, as usual, I just see trucks with these types of rocks. Whenever there's construction, Bessie, I did miss you when you got terminated in August of 2020. Me too, Twan. That was a pretty iconic scene. Hello, Racing Cars Collecting. Welcome to the stream. I made you a mod, Racing Cars Collecting. So there is some dirt. Let's try a car with it. Unfortunately, the car does not connect, but unlike the playset, I remember that Mac playset had the connector. Hello, NCAP Cars fans. Well, of course, Racing Cars Collecting. Of course. Marvel is pretty cool. Now let's take a look at Jay Kirby. Happy to have a Cars 2 character in my collection. He does have those gold hockey puffs. Gremlin. Let me just... NCAP Cars is also a moderator, by the way. Me too, Drift King. Who remembers that plastic Bessie playset? Well, I hope you have a good last day of school, Racing Cars Collecting. And I hope you have a good summer. It's actually a factory custom for the people who haven't... before they start this summer. I hope you have a good summer, everyone. AMC, like movie theaters, like Musical 18, like in Rosemont. I do have Frosty, but it's a factory custom. Looks very, very angry and lazy. Made in China. Anthony, it's actually a factory custom. They sure are amazing, but I'm so excited to open them up. Now, 4 loose cars. Who should I review next? The custom car, Finn, Tractor, or Winford? Me too, Irix Rampage. Jay Kirby's also my Tractor and RPM. Not recently, Kenny Epic Cars. The Tractor. I'm happy to have another Tractor in my collection. I'm happy to have the original one because I mean, when I was a little kid, I broke the wheels on the back, but it was just memories. The tractors are pretty iconic. Even the next gen racing tractors. You're welcome, Racing Cars Collecting. I cannot wait to see them. I cannot wait to see videos on your channel. It's a factory custom. Alien Cars fan. Sure, SN Jordan, why not? He does have those brown dirts and I do not say tractors in Chicagoland and you're good, Racing Cars Collecting. You're good. Black rims. And whenever I go to Wisconsin, I see some tractors or outside of Chicago, like outside of Cook, Lake, Kane, Will, and other counties in Chicagoland. Fast and Furious is a pretty cool movie. Well, let's take a look at the Thailand Winford, and the Thailand one is extremely rare and only seen in stores in once. But happy to have him for a good price, like $8. And I remember Shifty Drug Studios made that review on Thailand Winford compared to the China one. That Thailand Winford has always had that factory error. It's still a nostalgic car, and RPM is one of the original sponsors. There's RPM. Nighttime backfire suppressants. He does have some chips on the spoiler, but I'm gonna be paint him after this stream. Right. Very, very nostalgic car, and welcome, Speedy. Nighttime backfire suppressant. Made in the 34th week of 2019. Rims are a little bit grainy. Decals are just grainy, but Winford is one of the better Thailand cars. He got chips because one of the sellers dropped him. And Winford is in my top 10 because he's so nostalgic. And welcome, Sidewall Shine 74. Now let's take a look at that custom. This custom's actually in progress because I am making this into a race fan. He's all blue. This is just a custom. I got this at the flea market along with Fimic Missile. Me too, Cholana, ever since I was a child. Made in the 261 day of 2010. This one is pretty bad so far but it's still going to be better when I put another coat. That's House of Bond. It's going to be a race fan or a visitor in Radiator Springs. And I have this ML115. Yeah, I'm racing cars, collecting. Cars Tree is gonna be 4 years old tomorrow. And I know, right? Cars Tree is definitely one of an awesome movie. House of Bond is pretty rare, and I had my first house. I used to have the camera House of Bond, but unfortunately the camera was missing when I was a kid, but I had to make it as Coriander's butter. And at the flea market there was no camera. House of Bond is extremely overlooked. But which is your favorite Cars movie? Cars 1, Cars 2, or Cars 3? For me, it's just they time closely. But I did Cars 1 for the win, but I do like Cars 2 too, despite it not having Piston Cup races. But it's still fun to see some other countries in Cars 2, like Tokyo, Italy, and London, and Paris, which is pretty nice. My favorite Piston Cup sponsor will be RPM, No Stall, Nitro Aid, 4-wheel drive, and Bumper Save. Live stream will be an hour and 30 minutes. So far, it's been 30 minutes. I do like Cars 3 despite the messed up ending, like Cruz won the Florida 500. But I wish McQueen could win the Florida 500, but I wish he could. And Cars 2 is also unique. Now let's take a look at Fin Missile. Got this at the flea market like on Sunday, May 123rd, 2011. Like the number on No Stall, Todd Marcus, Jonas Carvers. Hello, Lugo. It's been a while. I've been doing the stream. He's very happy. Yeah, it does NCAP cars despite the critics. Which World Grand Prix racer would you like to see that did not appear in Cars 2? 314 FMM, like March 14 on Finn McMissile on Pi Day. Very nice. Happy to have the regular Finn Missile because mine is actually plastic from a little kid. Well, for me, I will add Canada. Or Thailand. World Grand Prix racers. Now let's just get the ones that I showed you loose out of the way. Now who should we open up? Acer, Circus Van, Dash, Hudson Hornet McQueen, or Light McQueen with rubber tires? I'm honestly not sure. I have no least favorite car. Hudson Hornet, Dash, Acer. Voting ends. I think Hearts and Hornet boosted Cup McQueen for the win. Take a look at him. I did need to replace him because my old one is pretty cheap. And Hearts and Hornet Stick Up McQueen is iconic despite his not getting a lot of re-releases like in 2014. His last release was in 2014. You can get Mac, Shu, Miguel, Lewis, Carlo, and Hearts and Hornet Stick Up McQueen, 2010. And on June 24th, it'll be the 10th year of Cars 2. The Cars franchise is pretty awesome. Main 26. Let's open him up. No. Yeah, Anthony. I hope they can get a re-release this year. Uncle Topolino, Mama Topolino. So here's Hudson Hornet Piston Cup McQueen. Happy to have it in new condition. Made a 250th day of 2011. The 24th is the 10th year of Cars 2. He's very, very happy and enthusiastic. Piston Cup. Little Turkey Pistons be bolting in Mood Springs. Mustees, number 95. Medicated Bumper Ointment. My favorite international race will be Mimos because of his design. Mustees. Yellow Rims. Man China, happy to have him in new shape. My favorite international character will be Koji. So, I hope you get this guy on Cap Cars. Now let's take a look at Dash Borman. I got this in Rolling Metals at Walmart in the earlier after my vlogging in Elk Grove. Here's his artwork ever since 2010 or 15. Dash Borman. Making this as a custom Tokyo Mater Girl. You can get Easter Buggy, Todd Marcus, Lupizi Oak, Stern Ledford, Dash Borman himself, and Andrea. 2020. Well, I hope we can have a good chance finding Dash Irex Rampage. Well, here he does look pretty happy. Made the 7th week of 2021. My favorite NASCAR will be Joey Logano. Man, I think the license plate is extremely grainy. Very, very happy because he's taking pictures of McQueen or like Snapchat. Taking photos or maybe he's vlogging. Hopefully I can watch Luca, the Pixar film. I cannot believe that Luca is a new Pixar film. My favorite turnip will be Snot Rod. Because of that orange. I really hope you can get them soon. Model, making this is custom. Now Acer Torch. Happy to have another Acer variation in my collection. Only a Kmart, like the Lightning McQueen logo. Got this for a good price. I wish he does have the torch on the artwork. You can get Celine, which I need. You can get Raul, Jeff, Shu, and Carla. I got this on Amazon, but let's open him up. So here's Acer Torch. Unfortunately, the mask, the shield does not move up, but he does have this torch that he's gonna destroy Mixel. Like, this time, I'm gonna stay you dead. Like when Mixel jumped. Very, very angry. He has fire extinguishers. Named the 87th day of 2012. Very, very cool, Anthony. He does have a segment. It's all light green. I cannot believe that he has all elements have AMC except for the Hugos and the Trunk Offs and Professor C. It says Road Hug, like Victor Hugo has. Pacer, Acer like a computer. Now let's take a look at the Circus Fan. My very, very first Circus car, except for PT, Flea, and Flick. Here's the Circus Van, look pretty annoyed or just staring at someone. There's the Super Chase. PT, Flea, Circus Chop wows crowds around the country with their death-defying stunts and jumps. You can see a lot of circus cars at the end of at the end credits of the first Cars movie. That's a pretty iconic scene. You get Circus Cat, which I need. Circus Pickup, which is right there. We'll get to soon. Circus Forklift and Circus GT, which are very, very rare. And Circus Man himself. Collect the 2015 Super Chase series. See the complete collection and more at www.mattel.com/cars. So let's open him up. Hello to the people who have joined. Man, I thought Circus Man will be pretty big. But he is not. He's pretty small. Man, the 14th day of 2015. He's like a bug. Comparison with Lightning McQueen. Lightning McQueen's pretty big. And the Circus Fan is pretty small. I love the Circus Fan because he's pretty unique and tiny. R6833. He does have those gray mirrors. They sure are pretty big. Yup, it sure does, Chuan. Looks at elephant ears. Hello, Todd's Cars Life, and the mouth is red. Well, I hope you can get the circus cars for a good price. Honest, yup, that's totally true. And a cool and funny car because of those elephant ears, like Tawana said. Now let's take a look at Manny Flywheel, and this is actually a rubber tire variation. I just need GT and forklift. Pick the cab. And cab. And this is actually rubber tire because I'm starting to collect corresponding races with rubber tires like Ernie, Aiken, and Lightning McQueen. Artwork, Kmart, and Cola, synthetic rubber tires. The poster, like I showed you, like in my birthday haul and my summer live stream. You can get Mater, Sally McQueen, Kathy, Ron. Ron is going to get a re-release this year. Dexter, Danica McQueen, Tex, DJ Bruce Wingo, Lightning McQueen King Chick, Pickering Luigi, Guido, and Lightning Ramon. I do need Lenticular King and Chick because I'm collecting cards from Races variations, including McQueen King and Chick. Let's take a look at Manny. One of the nicest Piston Cup races, but one of my least favorites. I'm collecting them if they have a good price. Made the turn to 2009, the tires. What's inaccurate about Manny is Manny's his model. He should be the Sage Vanderspin model, but oh well, but he's the Winford model, which is nice. Very angry expression. Tires. Just have a nice purple, but bland design. Just a nice spacesuit overall. Not a huge fan of him, but despite him being one of my least favorites, N2 Cola is a pretty iconic sponsor because Boost had the N2 Cola sponsor. Brave is pretty cool and nice. But Manny has been a pretty big Paraguay as a Thailand variation. Have you seen Manny in stores a lot? If you have, let me know if you have seen Manny too many times. Ads really suck. The peg warmers in my area are Aiken, Darren, HJ, Raul, Lewis, Max, and Manny. So who should we open up? Ernie, Aiken, Hall, Luigi Guido, pick NASCAR, or Lightning McQueen as rubber tires. I hope you can get him. But the Thailand one doesn't look bad overall. Oh. I see people voting for Hall Ingus. See a lot of people voting for. I see 2 people vote for Hall Ingus. Well, voting is over. Let's just do. I used to play Roblox, but Roblox is decent. Just look at Hall. Hall is extremely overlooked. There's his artwork ever since 2016. Hall Ingus. There's a Danica 400, that memorable scene. After the Danica 400, a tiebreaker race is needed to determine the winner of the Piston Cup. Other languages. You can get Chuck Armstrong, Kevin Racing Tire, James Clean Air, and Davey A. picks. Made in Thailand. I do have the metallic one made in Thailand, but I'm happy to open up the original made in Thailand Hall Ingus. Hall is a pretty underrated and awesome Piston Cup racer. He does not look bad overall. 79, I love the purple zigzags on him. Me Too, Toronto, made a 34th week of 2019, and have you heard about the Next Gen Retread NASCAR? Have you heard about the NASCAR Next Gen Retread? I cannot wait to get him and review him and compare him to Hall Ingus. His Retread 79, like 79th Street in Chicago. And the Red Line on 79th. Dan Ryan. Pretty cool. A few of my favorite racers. Now let's do Ernie Gears. Ooh, I dropped him. There's Ernie Gearson's artwork since 2008. There's the night skyline, like Japan, like Night in Rosemont. Like in downtown Chicago. Artworks and decorative tires. Look for more of my friends on the flyer inside, said Ernie. 2009. I do. Me too, but I'm happy to have the rubber tire one. I did. Look at this. You can get Ramon, Mike McQueen Shovel, Yeti, J Limo, Vern, Chucky, Blameway McQueen, Chick Hicks, Boost, DJ Wingo, Lane McQueen, King and Aiken. I do have Aiken as a Link Tacular, just version 2. Pick Remember Doc and Fillmore. Welcome back. So here is Rubber Tire Ernie. Being the 77th day of 2010. Definitely an awesome rubber tire. On camera, it's blue, but as I see it in person, it's turquoise. This guy has been got to 500 views on my Memory Monday video, White Rooms, because Experiment is a fan favorite sponsor, along with Nitro Wave, Mood Springs, and Taco Mint. Do you mean the 2014 one, Megan Morn? Yes, it is, but my channel is starting to love Experiment. Like, on Thursday we'll have a Car Street Ernie Gearson review. And there's the leaves, like in Rosemont leaves. Experiment, like the mint, like bubblegum. Now, who should we open up? Nitro Wade, Petty, Pickham and McGuido, or Ouija, or Lightning McQueen? I do have 2014. The 2014 Piston Cup cars, like Todd Marcus, Floyd Moby-Hill, is extremely rare. I sure am. Many people love Nitro Wade because of the classic. Many people love Nitro Wade. After Ouija and Guido, Jordan, voting's over. Let's take a look at Aiken, Axler, Rubber Tire, yup, and the classics. And decorative tires, Nitro Wade logo. We have this artwork since 2006 for 15 years. There's no look for my flyers friends inside like Murray does. Open him up. Me too, when I open him up. Whoa. Oof. My... Which version is your Aiken Axler? Here's Aiken Axler, looks pretty mean. Very mean. Nitro Wade. Black rims. There's the flames, like Halloween, like... being the 210th day of 2010. Me too, Jordan. I hope I can get kind of rusty so I can re-review him. Looks pretty awesome. He's dope with rubber tires and lit. My trade. Me too. Tires are very nice. Now to pick remember Luigi and Guido as replacing because Guido's forklifts got off. You get Jackson Storm, McQueen, Luigi Guido, and Mater, NASCAR. Aiken Nax was pretty awesome. Let's take a look at them. Here's Piku Luigi's headset. Looks very happy. Wanting Lightning McQueen to win the NASCAR race for Team Rusties. In the 296th day of 2020. Red Luigi. I'll be making this custom as a Mama Luigi from the Storyteller's book. Okay, Guido. Red and black look awesome on Guido. Happy to have a new one. But the NASCAR line is becoming a fan favorite. But speaking of, I got Dashboardman. There were no new NASCAR cars at Walmart. Looks very happy from the Chinch with clean tires. He does have black rims like Aiken Naxler does. Now let's get to Murray, one of my favorites. There's Murray Clutchburn for Sputter Stop, 92. Me too, Anthony. I hope they do. I am not sure what Kyle Busch will look like in a NASCAR form as a next gen. There's Look for More, my friends, on a flyer inside. 2009. So how was your school year, everyone? Let me know in the comments. Mine was pretty bad because of remote learning. But I'm glad it's over. Look at this. Pretty bad because of remote learning and hard, but I'm glad I got out of school on June 11th. You get Ramon, Queen, Yeti. Good job, Tawana, J Limo, Burn, Chucky, Bling McQueen, and Chick Hicks, Donko Chick Hicks. That sucks to hear. You get Booze, DJ Wingo, Lady McQueen as himself, King, Aiken, Doc, and Fillmore. Got Murray. Here's Murray clutching for Cars World. Looks very angry. I cannot believe that Mattel screwed up the artwork for Cars Team Murray. In the 85th day of 2010. Like an 85 Central. Some KGC sponsors. Looks pretty angry. Sputter Stop. I love his colors. Looks pretty awesome. Incredible. Black rims. Cars World Murray's. I do have Bruce and Bobby. You can check my collection video if you want. Dope. And so one of my favorites. He's the same model as Ernie Gearson. It's very awesome. I love his design. He's a lot like the Irish flag. Who should we open up? The Tank Coat Launcher, PD, Lee Revkins, or Lightning McQueen? Looks like Eugene's a fan favorite in this video. Yup. Mr. Krabs. Oh, yeah. Get me out of this box. So let's take a look at him. There's Basorama, Nostalgic. I do have the white spoiler version of Eugene. It's a factory custom. You can get Kevin Racing Tire, Chick Hicks, James Cleanier, McQueen, Eugene, and King. Collect, launch, and race, collect, and connect all 6 racers. Money, my ounce of money. Connect, pull back, low gate, launch, and race. Let's open him up. Man, I love opening these launchers because it's so nostalgic. I do have a handful of launchers, but I'm collecting more. Let's just be right back. Me too, Chuana. That sucks to hear, but hope your grades, hope your science class improves better next year, buddy. Eugene, look at him. Looks pretty mean, and I love the light pink, but I do have the factory custom, as I said. Made in the 309th day of 2008. 36 Tank Coat. Tank Coat is one of my favorite sponsors, along with Red Meeker and Rich Mixon. It's a nice sponsor. Tank Coat. Remember, upset stomach. Suits upsets tanks. 2008 was an awesome year. Eugene is definitely awesome. Let's take a look at the launcher. All pink. I love darker pink colors, man. China, there's Tank Coat. Yes, I am pretty excited to get your channel back. Can't wait to see it. There's the checker flags. Pretty awesome on Tank Coat. I cannot push it because it will chip the car. Now, who should we open up? Mini Adventures, PD, Lee, or Lady McQueen? Me too. Voting is over. Now let's do Lee Refkins. Snakeable tires, transparent juice. Look for my friends on the flyer inside. We're halfway there. Let's take a look at the poster. Same with Ernie and Murray. You can get Ramon, Lane McQueen, Yeti, J Limo, Vern, and Chucky, Lane McQueen, and Danko Chick Hicks. Boost. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed NCAP cars, and have a good rest of your day. Boost, DJ, Wingo, Lane McQueen, King Aiken, pick him over Doc Hudson and Fillmore. Got Lee Revkins. He does have an amazing paint job and made the 82nd day of 2010. 60. He has a 63 like 63rd Street like Ashland 63rd Red Line on a Dan Ryan. I remember the iconic scene when Chick Hicks crashed into Lee Revkins. He is such an iconic character, even Lee. Translated Jews. And like there is Lee Street in Rosemont, Des Plaines, Franklin Park. Lee is pretty cool. Translated Jews. Let's have those swirls. Do you have all of them in particular? Yup, sadly. Pretty awesome car. Love the 63. That's a shame. Let's take a look at Rubber Tire Lightning McQueen. Happy to have him. There's Kmart. Get Lightning McQueen, King and Chick. Oh, anyways, welcome Bad Boy Hollow. Welcome to the stream. Collect them all. This is actually, believe it or not, there was a 6th day of Kmart, 6th Kmart event. There's Rusty's. That has iconic paint job since the first Cars movie. Red rims. Pretty happy and iconic. Relaxed. Made the 92nd day of 2011. I think he does not have a new expression. Me too, Megan. There used to be Kmart's in Chicago, but not anymore, even in Des Plaines. They did went out of business, Anthony. I wish they were back in business for more Kmart events. The last time I went to Kmart was in 2018. Therefore, also Rubber Tire Variation. Happy to collect some Cars 1 races as variations. I'm glad. Me too. Isn't Kmart awesome? Let's take a look at Petey Pacer. Happy to have him in my collection. He's pretty angry. Lemons. They sure are. You can see Mater being scared by the lemons. At a top secret meaning, the lemon seems to be the world's most powerful cars in the world. You can get Jay Kirby right there. Vladimir Trunkov, Thomas Pacer, Petey, and Victor. I do need Vladimir. Just the normal one, not the boot one. There's the Lemons logo, but let's open him up. What year did he went to Kmart, Jordan? Look at Petey. I love his light blue. He does not move the helmet, sadly. Made in the 159th day of 2013. Yeah, you have a point. Light blue, like dirt, fire extinguishers. Lemons are pretty overlooked ever since Cars 3 came out. Hopefully they can make more lemons this year for the 2022 main line. Angry with the torch. Compared to the Acer one, expressions are quite similar, but teeth are the same. Colors are different. But which Cars 1 races do you have? Look at the mini race, mini adventures. Many adventures are pretty nostalgic and forgotten, but they're just iconic to me. From my childhood, you can see Lightning McQueen, Fillmore, Mater, and Guido. Team 95, Lightning McQueen. Having an exciting time in the pit at the pit stop. We're red hot and ready for the big race. See you soon. Me too, Chihuahua. Can get Fillmore, Sarge from Sarge's Boot Camp, Doc and Red from Radiant Springs Fire Department, Lightning McQueen and Mater in Radiant Springs Fire Department, Lizzie and Sally as themselves and Lightning McQueen's team. Collect many adventures vehicles, Fabulous Hudson Hornet and McQueen and the Lightning McQueen team. Danko Chick and Lightning McQueen, Danko Dream. Do have them, except for Fillmore, except for Sarge, and Lightning McQueen, and Ramon and Flo. Awesome, right there. Let's open this up. It feels nice to open the mini adventures, but I never opened them in 3 years. Get them. Mini Sally looks so similar to Racing Red Sally that we got this year. Pretty adorable and cute on her for Lightning McQueen. Hello, 95 fan. Welcome to the stream. And so adorable. And it's pretty unique. And what? I did finish senior school this year. Well, actually, that's the Blue Custom Race fan or visitor of Radiant Springs. Maybe a random car. There's the lightning bolt like Cruising McQueen had. Look at Lizzie. The mini adventures have always had unique designs. Pretty relaxed. Lizzie will be my favorite because of the yellow lines. I do play Super Smash Bros. There's the 95 logo on Lizzie. Team Lightning McQueen. Lizzie is pretty smaller than Sally. Which ones are chipped? Which one is chipped? Do you mean the RPM one? Well, it's because I got it from that seller like a month ago. Who's ready to open up next? Kevin Racing Tire or Darren Ledford? The circus cars were... Oh, they are... This one was chipped and packaged. The circus one was $40. Rizmo was around $50. Voting is closed and looks like Darren for the win. There's Darren's artwork ever since 2008. He's been a big peg warmer since this year. The shiny wax. Here's correspondent Darren. Looks pretty nice, but not one of my least favorites because I'm not a huge fan of Darren. or Shiny Wax, except for Nebuchadnezzar. Nebuchadnezzar's better. There's Shiny Wax, 82, some other Kenshi sponsors. There's Shiny Wax. Made a 229th day of 2010, and holy shit, is that 290? 290? I saw 290 today during my vlog. I'll be putting them on shelves. Let's open Kevin Racing Tire, a pretty nice one. This is just extra. Yes. Welcome back. You're here. Hello, how are you doing? Yep, I've been saying a lot of 290 lately. Even the one I've been vlogging today. Look for more friends in the toy aisle. Like McQueen and King. Yes, that's a great idea. Man, I hate ads. The ads are just getting on my nerves. They're shifty drug. I am just gonna keep extra correspondent racers because they're so nostalgic to me. You can get Greta, Milton, Hank, Tom, Truki, and Kathy, Danko Chick, and Luke. Slava, Van and Boost, Damage King, RPM, and Nitro 8, Trunk Wish Prey, and Roman Dunes. There's Kevin Racing Tire, looks very, very nice. White rims. In the 89th day of 2009. There's red, the inaccurate color. Honestly, I do like the red because red is one of my favorite colors. He does have 35th White Sox, 35th Green Line and Red Line, and 35th Arch and Orange Line. A Cars one is so much nostalgic to me. Nostalgic. 35. Shifty drug, I'm putting nostalgic. So beautiful. Now let's take a look at the launcher for Vitaline. Me too. Vitaline, happy to have another correspondent launcher. I do need more correspondent launchers like Nitro 8, Easy Idol, Leakless, Danico, Private Field, Octane Gain. Shiny Wax, HTB, Spitter Stop, Spearmint, Rusties, and No Star. I'll do Chuck, sure thing. You can get Shifty Drug, Chick Hicks, James Cleaner. His mustache is the prototype. I am a queen, Eugene and the king. Connect, pull back, logate, and launch and race. Let's open him up. So why does I think because Mattel made a mistake on it, but the prototype looks nice, but how is everyone doing in the stream so far? This is just hard to... James Cleaner is definitely a good racer. Wait. I am pretty well. But fantastic. That's nice to hear. Look at James Clayton there. Looks very angry. I love his simple design and white back, like 61. He's pretty cool. 61 is pretty awesome. I don't like his green, but I do love the logo, which is pretty cool. If you notice of the color of the logo, black rims, made the 209th day of 2008. 61. Pretty awesome. We're almost done with the live stream. The Stack Shave Green is pretty bad. That reminds me of Forest Green. But speaking of forests, I went near a forest today during my vlogs. Look at Mood Springs. I'm so happy to have the Mood Springs launcher with Silvama. You can get Easy Idol, Kicks, and McQueen, 928, Mood Springs, and Fiberfield, Connect, Pullback, Lowgate, and Launch and Race. Yeah, Chuck Armstrong was pretty awesome, iconic because of Damage Sting. The Damage Sting was pretty extremely iconic. It must be Tawana Cox's favorite correspondent racer. Mood Springs is a big fan favorite sponsor. Who here likes Mood Springs? Let me know in the comments. Yeah, it's pretty weird. We have that weird prototype since 2009. So, that's funny. Never mind, both. Look at him. In the 54th day of 2009, number 33. I love that blue on Chuck Armstrong. Black rims. I wish he had blue rims, but oh well, looks pretty incredible. Mood Springs is one of the iconic sponsors, like Damaged Mood Springs. Me Too, that is pretty overrated, along with Banks. Mood Springs is definitely an awesome sponsor. I love Mood Springs. But 33, love the blue shading on him. Dude. Thankfully, he has no chips. I have watched Soul before in 2021, in the early of 2021. Have you watched it yet? Banks is the video game Mood Springs racer. Get the launcher. The launcher's light blue. I'm very happy to have that launcher. The launcher was so rare, but I got it for $30. And the price range was $50, but I'm happy to have it. I do watch SML, not that much, but I'm saving William Byron in the package. So, who should we open up next? Metallic McQueen or the Circus Pickup? Last but not least. That's a good idea, Alien Cars fan. And speaking of McQueen, I am just going to keep him in package. Looks like the circus car is a circus cap. Super Chase. Last Super Chase in this video. No, the stream. There's a circus car is pretty boring and you want to hear drama or except for GT. They're just annoyed. PT Flea Circus Trope wows crowds around the country with their death-defying stunts and jumps. There's Daredevil Garage app, which was a pretty bad app. Let's open him up. So Circus Pickup is pretty huge. The nose is plastic. He's a lot like a clown. Being the 232 day of 2015. I never heard of Vampira, but he does have orange mirrors like the clown. He does have elephant ears like the circus van. But I'm glad the app got discontinued, never in app stores. Why, thank you. Sapphire, sorry to end, aka K-Cars fan, saw R6-834 when you launch the launcher. I do launch them separately because I don't want them to get chipped. No, actually, I take that back. I don't launch them because I don't want them to get chipped. And he's a unibody, except for the nose. Hello, Mario Kart Gamer. Welcome to the stream. We're ending the stream in 10 minutes or so. White rims, looks pretty awesome. Now, last but not least is Light McQueen with metallic finish. Did I just drop him again? This is artwork ever since 2011. My favorite Piston Cup racer is Johnny or Chuck or Murray. There's Race Around the World, exclusive vehicle from Toys R Us. But sadly, Toys R Us got closed in 2018 before the virus. You can get Race Team Major, Finn, Light McQueen Racing Wheels, Francesco, Holly, Professor C, Jeff, Carla, Raul, Acer, and Graham. 2010, but let's open the last one up and then let's have a talk for the people who have joined all recently so they can get a hear of the upcoming videos of the cars I will not be opening. So here is Light McQueen. He is so much better than Light McQueen of Racing Wheels because he's not a peg warmer. Made the 43rd day of 2011. Love his metallic shine, but he does have a segment like a mouth and an eye plate. World Grand Prix. He's that iconic paint job in Cars 2. Made in China. Looks very awesome. So happy to have the metallic one. I rarely collect Cars 2 stuff, but I'm collecting more. Gray rims, looks pretty nice. I am pretty excited. So, that's a lot of cars we talked about. So I'm keeping this in package because he's pretty rare, and I'll get an extra one when I find it on eBay. And for the people who have joined recently, I am keeping this in packaged along with William Byron. All thanks to my aunt and mom The Cars 1 Metallic McQueen was $15 from China. Metallic Dino Dress will be saved for review. You can stay tuned for that. Along with Xavier. Karsten. Chase. And Dale, because the bumper safe haul was $250. So the reason why I'm doing a re-review on Dale, because as I mentioned on my Dale Earnhardt Jr. review in 2020, I want to re-review him with the rubber tires since I didn't have him during that time. I do remember that, but as CTA trains, red, orange, brown, pink. I'll be doing these when I'm done vlogging at all of CTA stations. Yellow line, which is extremely rare. You cannot find it on Amazon or eBay, but you can find it on the CTAshops.com online. Blue line. And last but not least is the purple line. But nothing less, there's a lot of garbage that I opened. But nothing less, hope you enjoyed, and before I end off, yes, there'll be a Mayor National video, and there might be a vlog on Thursday, depending on my voice is very, very slow after all that talking. But nothing less, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream, but have a good night, everyone. I hope you have a good summer, everyone, and we'll see you next time, and goodbye. Thank you, everyone, for joining the stream. Thank you. Thank you. Glad you guys enjoyed. Have a good night. And if you have school before summer break, good luck with school. Goodbye. Have a good night.